she took out a knife and stabbed the both of you.
Yeah, my hand's covered in blood. My outfit was covered in blood.
So let me understand this. You had a confrontation with two unarmed people.
Mm-hmm.
You stabbed her in the neck.
Yes.
And you think that was okay?
I was self-defending myself.
That's funny.
Imagine finding out your ex is now married to your former best friend, and the drama ends with all of them standing in Judge Judy's courtroom. Trust me, this case is messy, and the verdict? I definitely have some thoughts.
Danielle Flores is suing her former friends, Priscilla Ortiz and Jessica Aguirre, for false arrest, car damages, and emotional distress.
Court come to order. All rise.
Have a seat, please.
Hello, Judge. Case 3102, Flores versus Ortiz Aguirre.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, my God, this is like a series, like a 10-part series, so I have to try to simplify it. Miss Flores, you and these two ladies used to be friends.
Correct.
And between the three of you, you have 7 children?
Altogether about, yeah.
And the three of you have been friends for a while, and on September 1st of 2022, the three of you, along with your boyfriend, were hanging out at whose house?
My house.
With all the children?
Yes.
And you had to go out for a little while, according to what you said. I don't know where. Tell me where you went.
I went to see a friend. She needed me. There was some urgent. I was gone for 30 minutes.
So you went out for a little bit. And when you came back, according to what I read, you found that your boyfriend and these two gals were drinking.
Yes.
And you and the boyfriend sort of got into it.
Correct.
Excuse me. Sorry. It's incorrect that she was only gone for 30 minutes.
Let's say she was gone for 2 hours.
It was 2 hours.
Great. Good guess. Let's say it was gone for 2 hours, so you were drinking for 2 hours and not just a half hour.
Your Honor, we started at the pool.
Okay. And you threw him out.
Yes.
And the two of you left as well. One of you took the boyfriend home with them.
That's me. Yeah.
That would be you. And when you brought the boyfriend home with you, according to you, he was upset and you wanted to console him.
Yeah.
Well, you consoled him. I bet. He's now your husband.
Yes.
And then on September 25th, Miss Flores was at a local bar.
The bar that Priscilla and I go to.
I don't want you to shout out anymore. Do you understand?
That's fine.
It doesn't help you.
That's fine.
She was at a local bar. And after she arrived, you two arrived. Is that correct?
Yes.
Had you ever been to that bar before?
This is the first time.
Why did you pick that bar?
Because it was far from my city, about 20-minute drive. I figured somewhere a little farther so I won't bump into the girls and then bumping right into them.
So what you're saying is you did not know that this was a place where they frequented?
Yes.
Okay. Who takes care of all your little children when you're out bar hopping?
At this very...
Oh,
sorry.
I'm just asking a question. That's a name. Who takes care of all your children when you're out bar hopping at night?
I have a co-parent, so at that time it was my co-parent that was taking care of my children.
And what about you?
My family.
Which family?
My siblings, my older siblings.
I live at home with my dad, so he's home with them.
Anyway, after you were there for a while, the two of them came in, and according to you, you decided to leave, that there was some bad air in the air, and you decided it wouldn't be a good idea. You went to leave, and according to you, they followed you outside.
Yes.
Your car was parked there?
Right in front.
Okay. So now I've set the stage. Now you tell me what happened when you left the bar.
I didn't really want to continue staying there after seeing the girls. I felt uneasy. Before I left, I noticed the girls were getting rowdy. The security then asked them to leave. The girls, I did see in the corner of my eye walking across the street as security was yelling at them, leave or whatever they were talking about.
So were they outside or were
they were already going outside.
They were
being
outside?
pushed outside, yeah.
By security?
Correct, yes.
Okay, and you're still inside?
Yes.
Shh. Just for my own curiosity, why didn't you stay in the bar when they were pushed out? Why did you leave?
I just felt uncomfortable. I couldn't...
Well, they weren't... You understand my question?
Yes.
The threat was gone. They were now outside the bar. Why don't you stay in the bar?
I wanted to leave. Only the reason being is because it was getting closer for me to pick up my children. I felt it was best for just me to leave, and I was really not having fun.
What time was this?
This was about, it was getting close to midnight, so probably about 11:30ish.
Okay,
11
so
o'clock.
now it's midnight. And how old are your children?
My daughter's 10 and my son is 5.
And they were with whom?
The co-parent, my ex-husband.
And you were going to pick them up at midnight?
No, I would make sure I picked them up in the morning, but I wanted to go home, rest, and so forth.
So you weren't going to pick your children up?
Not right away, no.
Okay, so there was no urgency for you to leave at that moment.
Yes.
Just setting the stage for where we're at. So now you're outside and you go outside and your car is parked right in front.
Yes.
Keep going.
I went outside to leave. I opened the driver door. As soon as I opened the driver door, Priscilla Ortiz jumps right in front of me in the vehicle.
That would be you.
Yep.
Not yep.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
Better.
Sorry.
I was confused. I said, "What are you doing?" She goes, "You're not leaving. You're not going anywhere." As soon as that was said, I see in the corner of my eye was Jessica, and I felt other people around me. I then felt people pushing me and tugging me, and there is ongoing traffic right there. I was very scared. And then I had on my purse, it's a cell phone, my debit card, and so forth, and I have a key little weapon for self-defense that I do carry with me. That little weapon I had, and I told Priscilla, "Stay away from me." And I had it right in her front. I go, "Stay away from me." She lunged after me, and I did stab her with it. Then,
How many times?
from my understanding, twice at least. I don't think it was any more than that.
She didn't have a weapon.
No, she did not. But I had prior restraining order before that. She has been taunting me before that.
I don't care. She didn't have a weapon.
You're right.
And you stabbed her.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, you stabbed both of them.
Yes.
Okay, so now you stabbed Priscilla at least twice.
Correct.
Where had you stabbed her?
I believe on the back.
So she was still active. Doing what?
Yelling at me. She was
Yelling at you?
Yes.
Okay, and what did you do when she was yelling at you?
I backed up and I told him, "Let me leave. Get out of my way. I want to leave." As I opened the driver door, Priscilla came right between me and the car.
And? Just and?
Then she started yelling at me, saying, "You're not
Yes.
going anywhere."
Yes, and?
So then I backed away because other people were pulling me
And?
back. Then Jessica came and lunged at me, and that's when I lunged at her, and I did hurt her. And then I was trying to leave the situation. The girls were in front of me, and I squeezed through and jumped into my vehicle because the door was already open. After I seen Jessica...
You stabbed only one. When did you stab the second one?
When I was being pulled, I stabbed, but I didn't know it was Jessica at the time. But I did stab somebody as I was being pulled back.
You stabbed her in the neck.
Yes.
This is exactly why I keep my circle small. Because what do you mean my so-called friend is now happily married to my ex? That's not just a coincidence. That's a betrayal. And this is why I will always say, your friends don't need to be besties with your man. A simple hi and bye is more than enough. I'm not saying you should be controlling, but there should be healthy boundaries. The more access people have to your relationship, the more opportunities there are for lines to get blurred. Now, of course, your partner is responsible for his own actions too. If he was willing to entertain your friend, he clearly wasn't loyal in the first place. But let's not pretend the friend is innocent either. There are billions of people on this planet, and somehow you ended up with your friend's boyfriend? Please. In my opinion, if they'll betray you over a relationship, they were never your friend to begin with. Sometimes people don't leave your life because you lost something. They leave because they were making room for better people to come in.
Danielle Flores claims her former friends, Priscilla Ortiz and Jessica Aguirre, owe for car damages and emotional distress. Priscilla and Jessica are countersuing for injuries received when Danielle stabbed them.
Then you get into your car.
Correct.
And?
I got into the car. I drove, before I drove off, the car was going back and forth. I looked in the back window. I noticed that someone was breaking my windshield wiper, breaking the front of my windshield wiper.
Who was that?
It was Jessica's cousin or niece. She was there. She was breaking the windshield wipers and so forth.
And then?
I drove off. I drove 2 streets away, and I called the police on myself.
So what are you suing them for? Somebody else damaged your car.
I have recordings of Jessica opening my driver door and kicking the steering wheel.
Okay, I would like to hear that recording.
Okay.
Sí, hombre.
I just want to know where her
I didn't see anybody kicking your steering wheel.
Kicking the inside of my car. If you
I
notice,
didn't see anybody kicking inside of your car. You want to play that again?
Yes.
Maybe I missed it.
it's right here. You see Jessica, she's moving a lot. She's actually kicking the inside of my vehicle.
Okay. And then she gets out.
Correct.
Okay. And so I want you to show me the damage she did to your steering wheel.
Yes.
Because then you say you drove away. So you clearly drove away and the car was functioning. Let me just get this clear, Miss Flores.
Yes.
By the time she went in and kicked your car,
Yes.
and then she got out of the car and you got in and drove away, you had already stabbed both of them with a weapon, which neither one of them had, when one of them tried to prevent you from leaving by kicking your steering wheel. Am I getting this right?
Yes, you are, Your Honor.
That's funny. So let me understand this. You had a confrontation with two unarmed people. You stabbed them both. You suffered no physical injury. They're going to show me, because I had seen photographs in gear of their injuries. One required 13 stitches, one required several staples as a result of
I
being...
got 30 stitches.
And you think that was okay?
I was self-defending myself out of previous events of them constantly harassing me, Your
I
Honor.
don't
I
care.
had restraining orders against them. They kept harassing me.
Listen to me. You can't use a deadly weapon against somebody because you feel as if you're being harassed. But the first thing that was clear is if they had been harassing you and they were told by security in the bar to leave for whatever reason, because nothing happened in the bar because you felt uncomfortable. You just felt uncomfortable that they were there. So maybe they were rowdy, who knows? But then they were escorted out of the bar. And instead of you letting this situation sort of resolve and staying for a half hour until they left, you decided to leave at the exact same time as they were escorted out, or moments thereafter, because you wanted to get home and take a nap before you had to go pick up your children early in the morning. Am I getting that right?
You are, yes.
Yeah. Get out of here. You have a counterclaim,
Yes.
Yes.
and your counterclaim is for being stabbed.
Yes, Your Honor.
I would just like to know, there was a trial on this
Yes.
against her.
Against her.
Was it a jury trial?
Well, we weren't really involved in anything for it. We got like phone calls, but they pretty much told us like, you don't need to go to court because there's nothing to do other than we already have your statements.
Did you have a lawyer? Because you were arrested for assault. You had to be arrested for assault.
Yes.
This was serious physical injury.
I did.
One of them was in the neck, but for the grace of God, it could have hit an artery. It could have been dead. What happened with that case when you were arrested?
It got dismissed.
I want to see a certificate of disposition. I want to see what happened.
This is where it's dismissed. Those were the ones that were for dismissal.
I have to know more about this.
I have the police report of that.
No, I don't want the police report. I want to know what happened in court that caused it to be. Was it dismissed? Did you take a plea and do community service?
No.
Well, what happened?
They dropped it because I had a restraining order and previous events with Jessica and Priscilla.
Where does it say that here?
When we were at court, they didn't show up multiple times. I didn't get my release until November. I was out on OR until November 22nd.
Okay. I asked you to show me a picture just for closure.
For the vehicle.
Kevin, would you just show me pictures of the steering wheel that she wants to show me?
Yes, they're all in there.
Just steering wheel. Now, who wants to tell me what happened?
Your Honor, we were not escorted out of the bar the night everything happened on September 25th. So we were just in the front of the bar. We were not escorted out.
Did anybody ask you to leave?
No, nobody asked us to
How
leave.
come you decided to leave? You had just gotten there.
We didn't leave at all.
You didn't leave.
No. Nobody asked us to leave. We didn't feel any type of way of being
Fine.
there.
So now you're at the bar, and?
And so we had gotten our drinks, and we were already there for a while until we noticed that Miss Flores was there. And so once we noticed that she was there, we still, were just
stayed.
like...
Come, faster.
And then so we stayed, and towards the end of the night, which was already past 1:30, almost 2 is closing time. So we were still right there, and we were right there by the front of the bar. When Miss Flores had walked past me, she had mumbled something, then I had asked her what she mumbled. Somehow we were going around her car, and...
Now, just so you're at the bar, how do you get around her car when you're in the bar?
Like she mentioned, she was parked in the front.
So she was leaving. Follow me carefully.
Now, this is where I think Judge Judy missed the plot. If it's 2 people against 1, what exactly was she supposed to do? Just stand there and become a punching bag? Self-defense isn't always pretty, especially when you're outnumbered. And let's talk about the evidence. You could clearly see the damage to the steering wheel, and you could clearly see the other woman going into the car. Those aren't tiny details. They're part of the whole story. I'm not saying using a weapon should be the first option, but when you're cornered and it's 2 against 1, people react. Sometimes you're thinking about getting out of the situation, not whether your response will look good in court. This one? I respectfully disagree with Judge Judy. I think she overlooked some key facts, and for me, she got this one wrong.
Danielle Flores is accusing her former friends, Priscilla Ortiz and Jessica Aguirre, of damaging her car and creating a false arrest. Priscilla and Jessica are countersuing, claiming Danielle stabbed them multiple times.
She was leaving.
She was leaving.
Passing you in the bar.
Yes, correct.
And she was leaving. Then she said something to you, mumbled something under her breath.
Yes.
You said, what did you say to me? Blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
She's still leaving. She goes outside.
Yes.
Did you follow her outside?
No.
Yes.
Did you? I don't want to hear you. Did you go out after her?
We were already in the front.
I don't understand what you mean in the front.
Well, because the front of the bar has an inside and outside. And the front has where you can, kind of hang around. So that's where we were. But we were not escorted out. We were not.
I didn't ask you whether you were escorted out. I'm trying to get a timeline. Right now, she passed
she said
you.
we were escorted out and we weren't.
Did you understand what I just said to you? I'm past that.
Yes.
Right now, all I'm dealing with, how much of this whole mess and getting stabbed was instigated by the 2 of you. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How much of it was your responsibility of getting involved with her? Because it doesn't look like the kind of person who would just take out a knife and stab you. So now we're outside, and I want to find out how you got outside. She was going outside. Did you follow her to her car?
Your Honor.
How did you get to her car?
We were already outside.
You don't answer my question, I'm going to dismiss your case. Do you understand that?
Yes.
That's easy for me. If something doesn't make sense, it's not true. You said you were at the bar. Yes. She passed you. You were sitting at the front, clearly towards the entrance, because you said it was half inside, half outside.
Yes.
So she was passing you on her way out. She mumbled something to you as you were at the bar.
Yes.
You said, what did you mumble? She's going out to her car. Mm-hmm. How did the 2 of you get to her car?
By
from
walking.
The bar.
By walking.
Right after her.
Yes.
No, don't speak.
You're right.
Right after her. Mm-hmm. So that you followed her out of the bar.
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Because she mumbled something and I wanted to confront what she mumbled, and previously we're already having altercations.
Well, then that would make you very stupid.
Okay.
That would make you very stupid to follow her out after you had many altercations. You had been in the bar for a while. Everybody's drinking. You followed her outside. She was leaving. What about you?
We were still inside. Priscilla goes and follows to where she's going with the guys that she was with. And then he starts to kind of go towards Priscilla to grab her.
Who sort of goes to Priscilla?
The man that Miss Flores was with.
Who was following her out of the bar.
Yes.
So he goes to prevent her from following her out of the bar.
At that point...
That would be a yes.
Well, because they're both arguing with each other.
That's okay.
Yeah.
She was following her out of the bar.
Yeah, but she was just sitting there yelling at her. They're both yelling at each other. And then
They wouldn't have been yelling at each other if she hadn't have followed her out of the
You're
bar.
right.
Of course I'm right.
So
now they're yelling at each other.
They're yelling at each other, and to me, there's no reason for him to put his hands on her. So when her cousin and I saw that, we went up to confront him. We're like, hey, you need to leave her alone because they've had altercations in the past. So we were like, hey, you need to leave her alone, stay out of it. And then everyone starts arguing. Them two are arguing, we're arguing with the guy. And then everything gets moved over to her car. And then that's when everyone's yelling at each other. And then out of nowhere, she strikes me. And then there's so much going on. I looked down and I felt wet and I just touched myself. My hands covered in blood. My outfit, as you could see in the video, was covered in blood. I hadn't touched her. We were arguing, but I have the police report here where she states that she did not have any injuries. And then
Just a second. She didn't have any injuries. And there was no cause for her to stab either one of you.
Yeah.
Based upon what I saw, based upon what she told me. There was a lot of verbal screaming back and forth, but there was nothing that I heard or saw that suggested that in self-defense, she took out a knife and stabbed the both of you. Absolutely nothing. So, Ms. Flores, your case is dismissed, where you're asking for damages to the steering wheel. And on the counterclaim, I'm awarding the defendants $10,000 as they request. I have no idea why they dropped this case. Either your lawyer knew somebody or the judge was taking a nap. But there is absolutely no basis to use a deadly weapon.
I was self-defending myself. I have restrainers. She keeps calling me, even to this day.
Listen to me.
Your Honor.
Listen to me.
Your Honor, please.
I don't care if you have restraining orders, madam. Don't you understand? You cannot use a deadly weapon when somebody is yelling at you. People that you know, people that you have a history with. You can't use a deadly weapon. And nothing in the story that you told me gave you reason to pick up a knife and use a deadly weapon. The history that you may have with them is an entirely different thing.
Please, let me please explain what happened previously to these events and the ongoing harassment that Priscilla still taunts me.
Listen to me.
How
If
can I
she
taunt
taunts
someone who has a
you,
restraining order on me?
file a violation of the protective order.
Okay.
That's what you do. You don't stab them.
I had it for self-defense because I was so scared of them.
That's my judgment. Your case is dismissed, $10,000 on the
Thank you, Your
counterclaim. We're
Honor.
done.
This court is adjourned.
I do feel scared to this day of how she torments me as well as her family members.
We were all friends, and then she's just not a good person that we wanted to be associated with.
But Jessica, the fact that she did follow me outside the vehicle, I know a weapon was not a choice to have, but it was something that I felt unsafe with because of the constant of them harassing me prior to this event.
I just looked down and I was covered in blood, and I just started freaking out.
Definitely no more seeing each other. I hope with the relocation within the apartments, it will be a better peaceful environment for me and Priscilla, and definitely go from there.
Justice was served because
Exactly.
she didn't deserve
I'm glad she was put
to
in
take
place.
advantage of us again.
I definitely don't agree with the verdict. Based on what was shown in court, it looked like the conflict had already been escalated by the other two people, and I can understand why she felt she had to defend herself. Whether every action she took was justified is a separate question, but I don't think the context should have been brushed aside. For me, the bigger picture was that this wasn't a one-sided confrontation. There were multiple people involved, emotions were running high, and the evidence shown, including the damage to the vehicle and the sequence of events, made it seem more complicated than the final ruling reflected. So, in my opinion, Judge Judy missed the plot on this one. Not every verdict is going to be one we agree with, and this is definitely one of those cases for me. But that's just my take. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Did Judge Judy get it right, or do you think she missed some important details? If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss the next courtroom drama. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.